and thanks very much for coming and joining me. So as you can tell from the title, I am not going to be giving away any spoilers. I went to the cinema tonight to see Birds of Prey, and I will be honest, it is just after 11 o'clock at night here in Ireland, so if I appear super tired, it's because I am super tired. But regardless, I've just finished editing my Retro Fridays. I talked tonight about The Wizard of Oz, so I'll get that finished up once I finish this. But I wanted to just come on basically and more sort of give my thoughts and a bit of a basic rundown of how I felt about the movie, and hopefully it might give you a bit of an insight. But what I want to quickly say is this is me explaining this from the point of view of someone who hasn't read the comics. I haven't read any comics of, Harley Quinn or, Black Mask or anything like that. However, I do, I have spoke on this before, I do like reading up about different characters, whether it's DC, whether it's Marvel, whether it's whatever I'm interested in, because I do like to learn about stuff, just in general, always liking to learn and stuff. But straight off the bat, I'll let you know I would give this movie a 5 out of 10, and I think, to be honest, that would be fair. I think that is a good score that I have give this movie. I really enjoyed it. I laughed a lot throughout the whole entire movie. I thought there was a lot of really good jokes in there. I thought it was hilarious. I really did find this a very comedic, fun movie, and I think the best way to describe this movie would be a fun movie. However, what I will say is I think it's a one-watch movie. In other words, this is only my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to be a one-watch movie for everybody else, but I'm just saying that it's the kind of movie that now that I have seen it, I don't think I need to go out of my way to buy it on DVD. I wouldn't want to buy it on DVD, to be honest, because I've seen it, do you know what I mean? But I had fun watching it. I really did enjoy the movie. And it was actually way better than what I thought it was going to be, because I've heard like a lot of negativity surrounding this movie and I think as well a lot of people are worrying about, or have worried, that it's going to be woke from the trailers and stuff like that, because obviously Birds of Prey is made up of all the girls, Birds of Prey. You've got Black Canary, you've got Harley Quinn, you've got Huntress, yada yada, right? So I get where people are coming from, but at the same time I have seen the movie and I can let you know that there was zero wokeness in this movie. Now, there was 2 songs in it that I reckon, people who think that literally everything is woke will probably say that made it woke, but there was literally no wokeness in this movie whatsoever. I mean, Black Canary, I know her character, obviously her powers is, her canary cry, and obviously she, sings. You could even see that in the movie when she was singing. I thought like something crazy was going to happen, but it didn't. But it was just like a glass of like a vodka and tonic, I think, or whatever it was, shook and then broke. And she was singing, "This is a man's world without a woman or a girl," whatever, right? And then there was a song at the end as well that was, I think it was kind of talking about something about women or needing women, or you need women, or I honestly can't even remember. I didn't even know the song at the end, but it was something to do with women, right? Anyways, now fair enough, if there had been like 8 or 10 or 12 or 15 songs in there like that, then yeah, okay. But I hope no one cries about that, because that doesn't make a movie woke, I'm sorry. But anyways, aside from that, I personally seen literally zero wokeness. Now, I did go to the toilet and I was away for about 2 minutes, so if there was anything said while I was away, I wouldn't know. But yeah, I went with my mum to go and see this. She knew I wanted to go and see it. I was going on my own and she didn't want me to go on my own. So she was like, "I'll go with you." My mum knows literally nothing about DC, apart from, I'm pretty sure she's watched that series Gotham, because I told her to watch it and then she ended up getting hooked on it. I mean, obviously she knows who Batman and all is and Joker and all that, but she doesn't understand all, DC and Marvel stuff. So I was just giving her a quick rundown and things, but she understood it. Actually, I was surprised, and she, I don't mean to sound funny, but sometimes my mum will find things sort of hard to understand, but she understood it all, and she really enjoyed the movie. She found it very funny too. Me and her were laughing the whole way through the movie. And there was action scenes and stuff that I was talking to her about as well when we came out especially with Harley Quinn, that she absolutely loved. Now, I do have all my notes on my computer, guys, because it is late at night and I don't want to forget anything. Harley Quinn, okay, Margot Robbie, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce her name. I haven't took to her yet, I'm sorry guys, overly. I thought she gave off a good, performance in Suicide Squad. But as an actress, I just kind of haven't really sort of overly taken to her. Now, she did do a good performance in this movie. She did do a good job. I personally, just to let you know, hated Suicide Squad with a freaking well passion. But Harley Quinn actually was one of the ones that actually gave off a good performance in that movie. Was she good in this movie? Yes, she was. She gave off a good performance. Was she funny in this movie? Yes, she is funny in this movie. If you like Harley Quinn, do I think you'll like this movie? Yeah, I do. I think if you like this movie, or if you like Harley Quinn, you'll like this movie. Now, what I will say is she wasn't my favourite character in this movie. My two favourite characters would definitely have been Black Canary, because she was kicking ass, whipping ass and taking names, and I actually took to her character very, very quickly. And I can remember from the trailers even saying as well that she's probably one of the main reasons that I'm most excited about to be going and seeing this movie. But also there was a police detective. Her character name was Renee. It's hard to pick between those two, because Renee and Black Canary were the best two characters in my opinion, and I thought they were two very, very talented actresses as well, and I thought that them two shone the most in the movie. They shined the most in the movie. That is just my personal opinion. Of course, you're more than within your right to disagree. And the police detective Renee, she was wearing this t-shirt, and I'll not let you know what it says on it, but it was hilarious. And I was going to my mum, read her t-shirt, and she's got, I know I was wanting to see what the last sentence said, and she was laughing. It was super, super funny. Now, of course, look guys, the story, it is what it is, It is what it says on the tin. It is very, very basic. It's beyond basic, but we all knew we were going to get that. I don't really think you can kind of really spoil this movie on sense of plot and sense of storyline, because there isn't really anything to it. I think really the best way for me to describe this movie was it was a fun ride as I was watching it. It was what it was. Do you know what I mean? Basic but fun. Does that make sense? If you don't mind going and watching a bit of basicness, and you don't mind going and watching Harley Quinn if you love her, then I think you will like this movie, to be perfectly honest. And I'm not making that sound bad. Now, as a woman, I'm going to be honest, I can't speak as a man because I'm not a man. But I personally think this was more of a girly movie. I'm sitting trying to think, if I was a man, would I have enjoyed this movie as much? I think I still would have enjoyed it, but not as much as what girls might. Now, that's only me saying that. That is literally only me, because my dad didn't come because he was busy, but I was thinking, I reckon if he had went and seen the movie, I don't think he would have enjoyed it as much. But that is just me, guys. But again, I haven't read comics about Harley Quinn, so someone who's watching me talking right now could go and see it, that is really super, super into their comics and loves Harley Quinn, and could go to me, Julie, are you mad? A 5 out of 10? It was a 10 out of 10. So please don't let me saying that it was just a 5 out of 10 put you off by any means. It was a good movie. Really enjoyed watching it. Now, Ewan McGregor, I had to talk about him, Black Mask. Now, I know about who his character is, and because of that, I don't really want to say anything that will ruin things, but I feel his character started off as a very strong performance, and there was times where his acting and everything was just bang on. But then I kind of felt towards midway throughout the movie that he was slacking. The dude was slacking a bit, right? And it was kind of like there was one or two scenes, especially one that was a bit so OTT that it just didn't really suit him. It didn't really suit Ewan McGregor and his performance, and it was a bit cringy. Kind of like the Mysterio scene. I've said this many times before in Spider-Man, when Mysterio got on top of the bar and he was sort of talking to everybody. Loved that movie, but I just thought that was so cringy. I don't think he suited playing Mysterio. That's just my personal opinion. The other thing that I wanted to say was he was also actually very cool and very funny at the very beginning. I was like, oh damn, he's going to kill this. He's going to be amazing in this movie. But then, as I say, halfway through, I don't really know. It just kind of seemed like his performance was kind of slacking a bit. But he still gave overall a pretty good, solid performance, if that makes any sense. But there is a particular scene which I'll not give away, like I don't want to ruin any jokes for you, but it was just really, really super funny. Something he said to another guy, and there was like other girls there, and it was absolutely hilarious. But he, just to let you know, he loves the word F-U-C-K, and he uses it a lot in this movie. But there is an issue that I have with this character, with Black Mask, not Ewan McGregor, but with Black Mask, because there's just something that I came out of cinema and I was like, yeah, I don't get that. And I explained it to my mom and she was like, yeah, that doesn't really make sense. But I don't know, like from what I have read about this dude and from what I know about the history of his character, the origin of his character, I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll have to speak to a couple of people that are reading their comics. See, anybody that knows me and you read comics, send me a private message or something, because we need to talk. We definitely need to talk, like, especially if you've seen the movie, because I don't know, I'm confused. But yeah, another thing I wanted to say was, one thing I will say is the first 15 to 20 minutes was very slow paced. And I was kind of a bit worried, because like, right, where's this, you know what I mean, can you start the actual movie? And the songs that were being played were just so horrible. It was horrendous. It was like really wanting to start off a migraine for me personally. Sorry guys, I'm having to add this in as an audio because I can't believe I forgot to say this when I was recording. But talking on music, something that kind of annoyed me was they destroyed the song for me, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. You know the song, Hit Me With Your Best Shot? They had that in there and it was the most awful, dreary, just heck to the freaking well no. Just thought I would say that as a heads up if you like the song, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Why did they destroy that song? Just why? But yeah, aside from that and the terrible music at the very beginning, all the rest of the songs were great and I thought really suited the movie throughout. And I'm just sitting there thinking, oh gosh, like, and I feel sorry for my mum too, like, because this looks like it's going to be just trash. And it was kind of trashy the first kind of 15 minutes. But then, do you know the part in the trailer, right? You've seen it in the trailer anyway, so I'm not ruining anything, where Harley goes over and she rings the bell like ding ding, and you know, she's all like dressed up and whatever, and she pulls down her glasses or whatever, and then she opens her coat and everything, and she brings out the gun, and right? But just before that scene, that's when it really, really took off. And then after that was great, and pacing throughout the whole entire movie was perfectly fine. I don't know what this is all about. I didn't have any issue at all with the pacing. As I say, it is slow starting, so don't worry. After about the first 15 to 20 minutes, it gets better. And then there was also like a little thing that they added in, and I get it, you know, it was meant to be funny in that, and Harley Quinn's, you know, complete and utter nut job. And some of the things that she comes off with just sounds like some of the things I would come off with, because I'm complete and utter nut job too. But there was something that she was doing, and it was kind of like funny or whatever, and it kind of dragged, you know, and I think that didn't help with the first 15 to 20 minutes. You're just like, what on earth has this got to do with the story? I get it's meant to be kind of like funny, laugh, haha, whatever, but can you hurry up? I want to see the movie, you know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion anyway. But I also liked how they put the characters together, and how sort of the characters sort of came around together, if that makes sense, how they sort of put the characters together in the movie is what I'm trying to say. And we did even get to learn as well about, you know, say a bit about Black Canary's past, and we learned a bit about her past and everything, like conversations that she was having, like with the character Renee that I was talking about earlier. You know, they have a conversation, you learn like about her back history or in her past. So I did feel that we did get good character development. There was only one character, like Huntress she called her, and I thought that she didn't get enough screen time. I think I would have liked to have seen a bit more, because I couldn't really, like, you know what I mean? But I only realised around midway through the movie, because she wasn't really in it that much, to be honest, that was actually the actress, don't know her name, sorry, but she played the daughter of Bruce Willis in the fourth Die Hard movie. Love Die Hard, love Bruce Willis. But I just feel Black Mask as a villain was a bit weak. I don't know, and I don't think it's Ewan McGregor's fault. I just think it's from whoever was working on the movie. Just my opinion. But yeah, there's it's just something there that I'm just not getting. I just don't. But I think as well, I prefer the dude in Star Wars. I love him in Star Wars. And I think as well, that's what excited me about this movie too, and what excited probably a lot of people, like, oh, you know what I mean? Ewan McGregor's in this movie, like Star Wars fans and stuff too. But anyway, I thought the action was good. It was action packed, especially the fighting scenes. There was fantastic fighting scenes in this that really was so awesome. And there was actually a brilliant scene with Harley Quinn. I think there actually was a couple of pieces of it in the trailer, so I'm not ruining anything, where there was like water and rain. And she was kicking ass and taking names, but it reminded me of Mortal Kombat, because when she was fighting, like, you know, she would do like a side slide, you know, with her leg like that, and she'd go along the side, and it was all like not all of it, but a lot of slow motion involved. And I personally really love slow motion. I know it annoys some people, but I absolutely love it when it's done right, and I thought it really suited it, and it was giving me kind of like Mortal Kombat sort of feels. So I thought that was really cool. And I loved this. There was a scene sort of when Black Canary and Harley Quinn were sort of together at first, and those two characters were funny together. Like there was a lot of humor between the characters, but when she sort of first met Harley Quinn or whatever, there was a sort of a fight scene with Black Canary, and oh my gosh, I loved it. I just absolutely loved her character. I was really hoping that I would love Black Canary's character, because as I say, when I was watching the trailers, you know, I was saying, oh, I really, really want to look forward to seeing her, you know. But what else? I'm just looking here to see if there was anything else that I wanted to say. But yeah, even my mum agreed with that fighting scene with Harley Quinn. She said, yeah, I really liked that as well. I really loved that. So, you know, my mum really enjoyed it too. And that's coming from someone who, you know, as I say, she hasn't seen these type of movies before, and I'm so happy that my mum went with me and that my mum enjoyed it, because I was worried that my mum might have been bored or that she mightn't have liked it. And, you know, my dad even rang me earlier and said she really enjoyed that movie tonight. I was like, oh, that's good that she enjoyed it. So yeah, I think giving it a 5 out of 10 is pretty fair, to be honest, you know. I was maybe going to give it a 5.5, but then I sort of reevaluated it and thought, well, it's not a movie that I would even go and watch again, or maybe even buy on DVD. I mean, like, put it this way, if it was on TV, I would maybe watch it again, or I just wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, you know. I wouldn't go down to the shop and buy crisps and chocolate and come home someday and be like, I know what I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch Birds of Prey. Does that make sense? Plus, also, I think the visuals were good as an overall, but there was a scene at the very end where I just looked at it and went, what was that? Like, that doesn't even look finished. You could have kind of touched that up a bit, and it was just a quick scene. Maybe it's just me being nickety-pickety, but it just didn't do it for me. It didn't look right. But aside from that, there wasn't really, maybe a couple of other bits, to be honest, but there wasn't really anything visually that I would even come on here and complain about. The visuals were fine. There was nothing wrong with the visuals. Some of them were actually very cool. All the fighting scenes were very cool. Fighting scenes were fantastic, to be perfectly honest. I mean, if you love good fighting scenes, you know, wouldn't be anything like John Wick or anything like that. Oh gosh, no. Wouldn't be anything like John Wick or anywhere near it, but, you know, still very, very good. Really cool. So yeah, it's a cool movie, fun, entertaining for the time, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's really all that I want to say. Overall, I came out and I said it was worth the ticket price. It was worth going and seeing it with my mum. And would I recommend it? I would recommend it. Yeah, I think it is worth the watch. I do. But I just kind of think there was a couple of things where it's kind of like, well, why did this character not do that? Or why did this character not do that before, and why did this character only do that amount of times without giving anything away, and why did this character not something? I don't know. I'm just confused a bit, slightly. But thank you so much for watching. If you have seen this movie, please behave yourself down in the comments, because I will be sifting through them, and I will be deleting any idiotic comments who are rudely leaving stuff that's clearly spoilers when this is clearly a non-spoiler review. So please don't be doing that, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Of course, you can let me know whether it was a yay or nay for you. Other than that, if you haven't seen the movie, go out and see it if you wish. I definitely do recommend it, and come back and let me know whether you liked it. So thank you so much, and I will see you all soon. Bye guys.